Here are the 10 places you must visit in Switzerland. Number 10. The Matterhorn. A true myth for mountaineers and shot by many photographers, the Matterhorn culminates at an altitude of 4,478 meters on the Italian-Swiss border, near the Aosta Valley. The village of Zermatt is worth visiting for its chic and picturesque side, but also because it is the ideal base for visiting the surroundings of this imposing alpine summit. If you are in search of thrills, its ascent will give you chills. The route of the Horn-Legrat Ridge is best to reach the summit, provided of course to have enough endurance and an excellent physical condition. You can also conquer the Matterhorn down the ski slopes. Hikers suffering from vertigo, don't go there. Number 9. The Valley of Lauterbrunnen. Lauterbrunnen is surrounded by vertiginous rock faces and huge summits and is nestled in an amazing landscape. The 72 waterfalls that surround it create a unique atmosphere and offer a striking natural spectacle. The place had inspired Tolkien to write The Lord of the Rings. A must-see, the Stogbach waterfall, one of the highest in Europe. Its roaring waters flung themselves from a colossal rock 300 meters high. Camouflaged behind imposing cliffs, the Trummelbach waterfall will leave you speechless. On the UNESCO hiking trail starting from Stechelberg, you will have the opportunity to observe eagles and black grouse that live freely in the heart of one of the largest nature reserves in Switzerland. Number 8. Interlaken. Interlaken is situated between the lakes of Thun and Brienz, at the foot of the Eiger, Monk, and Jungfrau summits. It's an ideal starting point for trekking in the area. Its imposing alpine environment makes it a tourist destination very appreciated by nature lovers from all over the world. Trains, cable cars, and chairlifts multiply to carry more and more visitors to the ski slopes and the countless hiking trails expect to meet chamois and marmots. After a trek in the middle of an intact fauna and flora, or a flight in paragliding, a paddle wheel boat trip will complete your stay in the most remarkable way. Number 7. The Rhine Falls. Considered to be the largest waterfall in Europe, the Rhine Falls discharge 750 cubic meters of water per second. The power of the falls is impressive when one approaches closer to the falls via a system of pontoons. A boat, paying, allows to approach the boiling waters that rush from a height of 23 meters to 150 meters wide. A steep rock emerges from the falls and allows to admire this natural spectacle, almost unreal close-up. For those who love thrills, it is possible to rent canoes. Be sure to go up to the Castle of Laufen, which majestically overlooks the Rhine Falls. The panoramic view is striking. Number 6. Zurich. The financial heart of the country, Zurich attracts bankers, tourists, and also a large number of young people who come to attend large-scale concerts. Here, the models rub shoulders with artists and students in a very convivial atmosphere. This powerful cultural metropolis is remarkable all over the world for its incredible creativity. Indeed, it was in Zurich that the Dada movement appeared in 1916. Peacefully coiled on the banks of the Limmat at 408 meters above sea level, the German-speaking city is very pleasant to traverse. Take the winding pedestrian streets of the old town to discover 16th-century mansions, courtyards, and sublime squares of no fewer than 1,030 fountains. The very refined Bahnhofstrasse, built on the ancient ramparts, is a pleasant shaded avenue lined with luxury boutiques. Number 5. The top of Mt Pelagus. Located in the vicinity of Lucerne, try to plan an excursion to the top of Mt Pelagus by taking the steepest cog railway on the planet. 48% slopes await you. The route is marked by splendid views of the mountains and lakes. To reach the summit, it is also possible to climb by cable car, which will take you to 2,130 meters above sea level. Once on the top, you can admire an extraordinary panorama while enjoying a typically mountain dish on the terrace of a restaurant. Number 4. Lucerne. Ideally located at the foot of the Alps on Lake Lucerne, Lucerne attracts visitors from all over the world. Indeed, this picturesque town is nestled in the heart of what can be considered authentic Switzerland. Between steep mountains, crystalline lakes, and meadows strewn with edelweiss, The historic monuments including the famous chapel bridge make a real postcard landscape. This 204-meter covered bridge, called Kapellbrücke, was built in 1333, and is the oldest fortified wooden bridge in Europe. In the shelter of its roof, it is possible to admire paintings retracing the past of the city since the Middle Ages. There are a lot to see in Lucerne. You can visit exhibitions and museums, take a stroll along the Reuss, or trek in unspoiled nature, take a ride on a steamboat cruise, listen to concerts, so plan to stay several days in Lucerne. Number 3. Chiyon Castle. Overlooking majestically Lake Geneva, the fortress of Chiyon impresses from its 25 meters. Built on a steep rock during the 20th century, the dungeon is now classified as a historic monument after having been occupied by the Counts of Savoy since 1536, then by the Bernese until 1798. Serving from a military location, the building has undergone numerous modifications which enable it to be always in perfect condition. The visit of the tower, the numerous courses and the rooms is done in half a day, during which one lives a true time travel. Stay longer to watch the sunset on the lake. If you can, try to access the castle by boat to enjoy a new perspective. Number 2. Lavaz Vineyard Terraces. Go hiking in the heart of the most authentic landscape in Switzerland. Classified as UNESCO World Heritage in 2007, the terraced vineyards of Lavaz are an opportunity to walk in an idyllic setting in all seasons. Plunged literally into the translucent waters of Lake Geneva, the vineyard, supported by stone walls, spreads out about 30 kilometers in front of the snow-capped Alps, in a relaxing atmosphere. The slopes between picturesque villages and the lake benefit from exceptional sunshine, allowing the grapes to mature quietly. If you have your own vehicle, take the vineyard route from Erin to enjoy a beautiful landscape. Number 1. Geneva. Posted on the shores of Lake Geneva, Geneva is a cosmopolitan city full of life, surrounded by greenery. Stroll through the museum-rich old town, visit a 15th-century wheat granary, and admire the Gothic-style tower and the sumptuous mosaics of St. Peter's Cathedral erected between the 12th and 13th centuries. Unmissable, the Russian church dating from the second half of the 19th century offers a total change of scenery. Its Byzantine Muscovite style and its 9 gilded bell towers instantly appeal to the visitor. Also worth visiting is the Philippe Patek Museum, and if you have children, the Natural History Museum, free admission. Give yourself a moment of relaxation at the Botanical Garden or during a boat trip on the lake to get close to the famous mighty fountain, symbol of Geneva. Finally, take the cable car to the top of Mount Pelagus to admire a superb panorama of Geneva and the surrounding area.